All right, good morning, everyone. All right, let's get started. So obviously the markets were closed yesterday. So let's just take a look here quickly at what's happening so far. Firstly, let's go over the economic data here. All right, so for today, Friday, June 20th, we have the following information. The Philly Fed Manufacturing Index already came out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, came in lower than expected. At 10 a.m., we'll have CB leading index month over month. And at some point today, we'll have the Fed monetary policy report. None of these reports are considered to be important, so we should not expect significant market impact. So that's all for today. Taking a look at the QQQ ETF, as you can see, is trading higher than where it closed on Wednesday. And still in the same price range in general that's been in recently, but that's all. We're moving up right now in the pre-market. Of course, we weren't trading yesterday, so there are no stocks for us to mention. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's moving in the pre-market. All right, so for the pre-market, here's what I have. First, I have ABSI. That's currently up 9.82% on 3.6 million shares. Is at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. The symbol is, sorry, where is that? All right, so the symbol is ABSI. Okay. Next up is AIFF. That's currently up 21.33% on 11.7 million shares. It's at least $1 per share as well. So we'll add AIFF to our pre-market radar. Right, Coinbase is up 3.4%. Not up enough to qualify, but duly noted. Next up is CTNT, CheetahNet. That is, oops, CTNT. Okay, that's down 4%, but not down enough, so we'll skip that one. Also, looks like the volume is pretty low. Or the activity is pretty low, I should say, not the volume. Right. Next up is IBIT. All right, iShares Bitcoin ETF. That's currently up 2.3%, so it's not up enough to qualify for our radar, so we'll skip that one. We'll now look at INVZ. INVZ is currently up 13% on 2.8 million shares, at least $1 per share, so we will go ahead and add INVZ to our list. Next up is JFBR, which is presently up 17.5% on 3.4 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add JFBR to our list. Next up is MULN, which is presently up only 4.5%, so not up enough. So we'll skip that one. Next up is NTCL, which is presently up 40% on 3.7 million shares. Is at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add NTCL to our list. Next up is, let's check NVIDIA. It's only at 0.11%, so let's skip that. Let's check Plug Power, PULG, or PLUG. That is currently up 2.6%, so not up enough, so we'll skip that one. Next up is RXRX, which is presently up 4%. So also that's not up enough, so we'll skip that one. Um, let's check out Tesla. That's up 1.84%. Okay, so not up enough. And lastly, Wheeler, WHLR, and that's up 121% on 9 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll definitely add that WHLR to our list. Okay. So here's the stocks I found so far. And if you see any other stocks meeting all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat. The four criteria are: it must be a NASDAQ listed stock, trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session. Also, it must be currently at a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative, and has achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. I see your CONL was mentioned, and I just put that on the screen. And that is a Coinbase ETF. It is currently up 7.7% on 3.7 million shares and at least $1 per share. So we can add CONL to our list. CRCL is mentioned as well. CircleNet Group, I guess. Let's see. Hold on for a second. What is that? NYSE stock? Yes, NYSE. So that's why. Yep. All right, moving on. Next up is Lucy, which is currently up about 26% on 5.6 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add LUCY to our list. Next up, BIYA, which is presently up 34% on 32 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add BIYA to our list. Next up is HOVR, which is presently up 8.32% on 4.1 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add HOVR to our list. Next up is SRM. That is currently up 12% on 2.3 million shares, at least $1 per share as well. We'll add SRM to our list. Already have CONL. Next up, we'll check NCI. NCI is currently up 0.85%, so not enough, so we'll skip that one. MULN is presently up 6.8%. 2.9 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll add MULN to our list. We'll now check HOVR, which is presently up 6.14% on 4.1 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share, so we will go ahead and add HOVR to our list. And then finally we have HOLO, which is presently up 6.6% on 1 million shares, at least $1 per share. So HOLO is now added as well. And Oscar OSCR is mentioned. Yeah, I think that's an NYSE stock. And it is. All right, so I have to skip that one. All right, folks, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today's Pre-Market Pulse. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 5 likes, but more than 5 people watching, so please be sure to hit the like button, which greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we produce a new video. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, which is our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 16, 17 minutes. We'll pick up for today's pre-market session, or we'll pick up for today's trading session, okay? All right, folks, have a great trading day, and I'll see you for the next Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.